I did take part in the recent community goal, but let's face it, hauling gets boring. And I mean it gets real boring, back and forth ad nauseum. My plan was to make a couple of billion and let it go at that. But I started off with my Type 9, and here's how that turned out. Now I ask you, is that worth the trouble? So I sat there at Starlight Station and I pondered. I thought real hard and I stared off into space. And at the end of all that, I decided to buy a Panther Clipper too. The first thing I decided I liked about it was the super big fuel scoop on it.
There is a potential for military-grade alloys or military supercapacitors in this system.
Not that you really need a fuel scoop on a hauler, but it comes in right handy at times. And I flew around making a little more money. But it was still boring. So I thought to myself, what could I do to shake this up just a little bit? And I came up with what I designated Project Chump. Now I play solo because, well, I used to play an open years ago, but I hardly ever saw anybody. And then I started getting kicked off for some reason, which did not happen when I played solo. So Project Chump was an effort to get a cheap ship, fill it with some cargo, and see just how quickly I get blown out of the sky, because I've been seeing Facebook posts about people having that done to them. And I thought I'd see if it was actually going on. So did I get blown out of the sky? No. I did see this. See, the problem was I couldn't find a cheap hauler to do this with, so I settled on a Cobra Mark V. Now, I don't know what's going on here, but this is when I decided that I really liked this ship a lot. So Project Chump seemed to have been a failure. It was back to the Panther Clipper for more hauling. And I figured out how to get stuff that's really going to make some money. And I did that for a while, and I made a little over $1 billion. Right now I'm sitting on almost 3 billion credits. Not a complete failure. But then I decided to take the Cobra out and have some fun.
Nick Ward just went up in smoke. Miles Burns just blew up in his Fer-de-Lance. Scanning, Ivan Conovallo, competent, wanted, Imperial Courier. Bounty is around 81,000 credits. Ivan Conovallo is no more. Scanning, Jasmine Deerstalker, harmless, wanted, Viper Mark IV. Bounty is around 75,000 credits. Jasmine Deerstalker's Viper Mk4 has been destroyed. Scanning. Bogus. Mostly harmless. Wanted. Federal dropship. Bounty is around 233,000 credits. Bogus is no more.